Right now on Up with KREM, we're talking an incoming storm that brings us wind and a whole lot of snow. I'll let you know who will see what.
Another round of snow is on the way this morning. What WashDOT says to stay safe on the roads.
Ready, set, bloom. 2022 Bloomsday back on pace to be in person as registration opens today.
If you have one good series, you know, it's a blessing.
A look back at laughter with beloved comedian Betty White.
It's the first Monday of the new year. Have you already put those New Year's resolutions into action? Let us know. You're Up with KREM.
Up with KREM begins now with Tim Pham, Channing Curtis, and Jeremy Legoo.
Getting right to breaking news here, we do have a lot of school closures and delays to report this morning. Schools closed today are Omak, Potlatch, Pomeroy, Kettle Falls, and Okanagan school districts.
So here are a list of the school delays in our area as well. As a matter of fact, you can also see a list scrolling at the bottom of your screen. We'll continue to update you on these delays and closures all morning long here on Up with KREM.
Well, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Thanks for joining us here for the first full week of 2022. I can't imagine. I can't believe this. We're here already. It's amazing.
Kind of weird saying 2022.
It
it's
is.
Like 2022.
22.
So it's you only say 2020 twice. Okay, let's talk about the weather though, because a little bit warmer to start off 2022 than we ended 2021, even if warm is 36 degrees, right? Hey, not complaining.
Well, let's get right outside to meteorologist Jeremy Legoo because, Jeremy, it's windy. We're expecting some snow today. It's a lot for the first full week of the new year.
Yeah, it is really a lot for the first full week of the new year. And yeah, if nobody said it to you yet, Happy New Year. Welcome. We're doing it. We're doing it big in 2022. Right now, it's a bit breezy and a bit mild. 36 in Spokane, 27 in both Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint earlier on this morning, 23 in Moses Lake, and how about 16 in Wenatchee, where you've already seen quite a bit of snow. And that snow is starting to work its way across the state. But in front of the front itself, we've got some gusty southerly wind. We're looking at wind gusts up near 40 miles per hour throughout the day today, and that has prompted a wind warning down to our south. That's for the potential for this wind to cause damage. Elsewhere, it's what the wind is going to do to the snow. Off to the north, it's 8 to 12 inches of snow, pretty widespread, and that 8 to 12 inches of snow is already causing those school delays and closures for the day. 1 to 3 for us along Interstate 90, and it's all about the mechanism. So off to the north, it's wind blowing in and kind of squeezing out the moisture from the air thanks to that Arctic air mass. For us, it's the passing of the front itself, but the wind along with it is going to cause reduced visibility and even prompt a winter storm warning for the Palouse later today as we get that snow to move in. Now, we'll see a bulk of that in the 9 o'clock hour, and then eventually tapers off through the middle part of the day, and by this afternoon, it winds down and sticks to those higher elevation areas. But for the most part, how about this one for you? Temperatures in the mid-30s for much of the day. It is much warmer than it was last week, and this kind of starts our trend of warmer weather that lasts all week long.
Well, right now, Snoqualmie Pass is closed in both directions from North Bend to Ellensburg, and this is due to hazardous driving conditions. Right now, there is no estimated time to reopen. Also, we want to let you know that White Pass is closed as well.
This morning, WashDOT is doing avalanche control on Stevens Pass. So they just started this about a couple of hours ago at 5 o'clock. All eastbound traffic will be stopped at milepost 58 at Scenic, and all westbound traffic will be stopped at milepost 64.5 near the summit. WashDOT says this usually takes anywhere between half an hour to about 2 hours. Meanwhile, Spokane City crews completed their full city plow yesterday, and they've been working on that full city plow since Thursday.
So now city workers are preparing for this next round of snow this morning. Nicole Hernandez is joining us now to show us how Spokane and WashDOT are working to keep the roads safe for drivers. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Channing and Tim. So we made our way back to Deer Park this morning, where we're not seeing snow here yet, but I want to give you a look at the ground that I'm standing on here, because the sidewalk that I'm on right now actually gives us a really good idea of what our roads are looking like. So where I'm standing right now is treated and completely clear and looks really good, not slippery at all. Just a few steps back though, not treated, has a bunch of snow all over it, and that's what you're going to see all over your roads this morning. And of course, depending on whether they're treated or whether they're not, they look like this. Either way, we're going to get that snow, and you should expect for the roads to get worse once that snow starts to hit. So one of the biggest tips that we say every single time is just give yourself time on the roads to go extra slow, especially give yourself that time when there's snow plows on the roads with you. So take a look at this picture here. This picture is from last week. This is specifically damages to a WashDOT snow plow in Ritzville that happened last Thursday. According to WashDOT, a car following the plow was going too fast and couldn't slow down before crashing into it.
People are in a hurry, and they want to do 60 miles an hour on the highway, and that's tough because our plows treat and plow roadways at 35 miles an hour or less. It's not only for their safety and to get the material on the roadway and keep it in the lane, but it's for the safety of the traveling public as well.
So right now, crews are preparing to respond to the next round of snow that we're going to get today. We need at least 4 inches of snow to start another full city plow. And as for WashDOT, they say that these warmer temperatures are actually going to help them treat and clear the roads faster this time around. In Deer Park, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Well, Spokane leaders plan to keep Spokane's temporary warming shelter at the convention center open for another week. It will now stay open until January 9th. The center expanded to accommodate more people. Organizers for the shelter ask for more blankets and winter weather clothes. Donations can be dropped off at the Cannon Street shelter. Now to an update. A fire broke out at Bethany Presbyterian Church in Spokane on South Ray Street yesterday afternoon.
So crews say this fire started in the basement, but they were able to stop it from spreading to other parts of the building. 40 firefighters worked to knock out the fire, including crews from Spokane Valley and Spokane Fire District 8.
Spokane Fire Chief Brian Schaefer says they don't believe anyone was in the building at the time of the fire and no injuries were reported.
In this case, there's even more of a danger because there's more combustibles. The building, in this case, the way it's constructed, was tactically pretty challenging for all of us to get the resources and the amounts of resources that we needed down in the basement and to search a large area. It took about 25 minutes for us to have the search completely done, a primary, secondary, and the fire confined.
An investigation is currently underway by the Spokane Fire Department to find out how the fire started.
7:07 now, time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
Well, after 2 years, Bloomsday is back for in-person racing. If you register anytime between today and March 19th, it's just $28. Registration after that March 20th cutoff is $35. While it will be in person, there's still going to be a virtual option. The in-person race takes place on May 1st, while the virtual race can be done anytime between April 28th and May 8th.
The FDA could approve COVID booster shots for kids between the ages of 12 and 15 as soon as today. The first approved boosters are expected to be from Pfizer. Children younger than 5 are not yet eligible for a COVID-19 vaccine, but experts say a shot for those groups likely will not be available until mid-2022.
Health officials are urging people to get tested after their holiday gatherings, including children getting tested before returning to school. However, testing demand is expected to increase as more people return to work and school.
Schools have done a remarkable job of limiting spread in schools and staying, being able to keep children in classrooms, keeping their classrooms open and keeping their schools open.
The Washington State Department of Health says frequent testing is essential for keeping kids healthy and learning. And that's a look at your morning rush.
The erratic behavior of the fire is just incredible, incredible.
People in Colorado are looking to rebuild after an end-of-year wildfire.
It is time for your wake-up call. The first 2 days of January were really just the warm-up. Now it is time to hit the ground running with your New Year's resolutions. Let us know what your goals are this year. Use the hashtag #WithKREM on social media or text us at 509-448-2000.
But first, here is a live look outside this morning. Good morning. Look at all of this fresh snow here as people are getting ready to go skiing, maybe snowboarding this morning. We want to say good morning to everyone across the inland Northwest. And hey, let us know where you're watching from on this Monday morning, the first Monday of 2022. We'll be right back with more Up with KREM.